What's going on, everybody? As you well know, I believe in repurposing your content. Now, let me tell you why I am truly excited. It is because I use this product, okay? I love repurposing my content. There are a couple of tools in the market that just stand out. And let me say this, I always tell you that closed mouths don't get fed. You better ask. And so, because I use repurpose.io, I get emails. I decided that I should respond to the email in order to ask none other than Hani Mourra if he would come on this show. And he said yes. So, what's going on today? I'm elated that you said yes to the email.
All right, I'm honored to be here. Thanks for having me here.
You, you know what? I absolutely love your tool. And I'm going to go back in time. I remember when Hootsuite came out, and I was up for about a week, wrapping my head around the fact that I could auto post my content. And I want to say that was like 2007, 2008. And then a fellow realtor told me about your product. And I said, well, you know what? Let me go over here and see these automations. And I have been hooked ever since. And I want you to explain, what does Repurpose IO allow real estate professionals to do with their content?
Yeah, I mean, the idea is you can just create your content once, post it to one single platform, whether you're TikTok first or whether you're Reels first or YouTube Shorts or whatever your go-to platform is. And that's it. You just post it there. And then you can set up the automations to have it go out to all your other social media platforms automatically. You don't need to log into a software. You don't need to hit publish, schedule. You don't need to do any of that. You could if you wanted to, but you don't need to. So, for example, if you're on TikTok or you're on Reels, it doesn't matter. Whatever your platform is, you publish there, and then you can have it go to Twitter, to LinkedIn, to TikTok, to Instagram Reels, to YouTube Shorts, without even lifting a finger. That's always been my vision from day one. It's been around 6.5 years now, and the product's evolved a lot. But the whole idea is to let entrepreneurs, real estate agents just focus on what they're doing, like meeting clients. But everyone knows that video is powerful, but nobody has time to post it on every single platform. So the vision was you post it once and let Repurpose push it out.
So what I like is how you're consistently keeping up with the launch of new platforms and new ways for platforms to distribute video content. So one of the automations that I have set up is that every time I post a video to Instagram Reels, that Instagram Reels video is then shared as a YouTube short. Now, here was the true value, right? I was monetizing those Instagram Reels. So I was getting a check every single month from Meta. My understanding is our checks are getting ready to stop because they're not going to pay us for our Reels anymore. But the joy was that oftentimes when I look at my YouTube channel, it's like that resting destination, not the platform that I was paying the most attention to. Mm-hmm. Oftentimes my Instagram Reels posted as a YouTube short would get more views than the actual longer form videos that I would actually post to YouTube, right? And so that's just, one of the numerous automations that we can do. So I was watching a fellow real estate professional. He's a second generation realtor. His name is Nick Sakis. He's with a company called Likely.ai. He was sitting down and he stated that he used to spend $3,000 per month. He had multiple virtual assistants that were repurposing his content. Now, I want to see if you can make this simpler for everybody. So what he's currently doing, so he reduced that from $3,000 per month down to $300 per month. And when we think about the value of our time, he now has taken on his own social media publishing strategy because of the $2,700 that he's saving. Now it is financially worth his time to do his own social media based on the savings, right? Because it can pay for his time. With that being said, he's posting a video to YouTube, and then he's taking the YouTube video over to the platform Descript so that he can break out smaller pieces of content. And then he comes over to repurpose.io. What are you seeing as a strategy? If once that real estate professional creates their video content, where should they start? What's the ideal place to start, and where do they want to end?
Yeah, great question. If you're comfortable with creating short video right off the bat, do that. If you're more comfortable creating longer video, then definitely, go through a tool like Descript, or you can even use Repurpose to do the chopping up of clips as well. But once you have a short clip, my rule of thumb is keep it 60 seconds or less and make it vertical. If you do that, you are guaranteed to work on every platform. Some platforms support longer, but some don't. So instead of trying to make a video that's a little bit longer for one platform, a little bit shorter, if you just I would say even if you can go between 30 and 60 seconds, the main reason is, to be honest, it's if someone watches a longer percent of your video, the algorithm is going to give you more attention. So what I mean by that, if you have a 10-minute video and they watch 30 seconds, that's a very small percent. If you're watching a 30-second video and they watch 10 seconds, that's a third of the video. That's 33%. So, people have very short attention spans. So the shorter it is, you're going to get more bang for your buck. You're going to get more algorithm love from the different platform because they see that someone watched a bigger percent of your video. So rule of thumb for me, keep it, between 30 and 60 and make it vertical. And you're safe on every single platform, from Twitter to LinkedIn to YouTube Shorts, Reels, Facebook Reels, Instagram Reels, and TikTok, and Snapchat, which is another platform we're actually working on integrating very soon as well. So you're safe between 30 and 60 seconds. So my advice is, if you're starting, just grab your phone. This way, just shoot a 30-second video and do it consistently, maybe once a day. Maybe a couple of times a day if you want to. And just keep it short, share some value, share one thing, one piece of value, and that's it. Maybe behind the scenes, maybe some property you're sharing, or maybe just some tips about, how to make your home better. Just share one piece of value in one video. Don't try to cram too much in one video. And you're set. Just get in the habit of doing it on a daily basis. You get out of your car, you're standing in front of a house, some nice background. Just get in the habit of recording 30-second tips, 30 second to a minute max. And that's how I would do it. And if you're doing like longer interviews, like longer content, like we're doing now, having an interview, maybe you interview experts in the field, then you can definitely chop it up. Do the same thing. Chop it up to 30-second to 60-second clips. Whatever tool you want, you can use Repurpose to do the chopping, or you can use Descript. It's another fantastic tool. Then you're back to having short videos that you can push to one platform. So my recommendation is to go TikTok first. I don't know why I've been hooked on TikTok. Things may change. We don't know. But it doesn't really matter, really. Pick one platform that you have, I guess, the biggest audience on. Maybe it's Reels. Upload there, and then make everything else kind of have happen automatically through a tool like Repurpose. Because you cannot focus your energy on uploading this to many platforms. So focus on one, tweak it, put the music, the editing, whatever you want to do to it, post it natively there, and then let Repurpose push it out to the others.
Now, what I love is the fact that 60 seconds or less. So what I encourage real estate professionals to do is to create at least one 60-second video every single day. Nice. Because a 1-minute video, especially if it was live, right, is equivalent to 1.8 million words. But now I even want to take this a step further. I've been talking a lot about AI. They can go over to numerous AI platforms. Of course, ChatGPT Playground is over inside of the OpenAI platform, and ask it to write you a 60-second video script just to kind of get your head wrapped around. I don't think anybody should be scripted, but like the subject of the day. Or we're going to take it even to another level. There's a tool called it is video, and what is it called? It is calendar.video. Oh, I'm getting my video platforms messed up. It's going to come to mind. So it's a platform that tells you what every single holiday of the year is. And so if you go over to that platform, you can pick what today's holiday is, and you can tell then AI to write a script about that and how people celebrate it. And every single day you can talk about a different subject. So coming up soon is Equal Pay Day. I have a t-shirt that says, pay me like you pay him. I can put, guess what? I can put that t-shirt on. I can have AI write the script. I can do that one video and post it. You said TikTok. For me, it would be Instagram Reels. And then I'm going to send that over for me to YouTube Shorts. But what else can I do? You said TikTok as a strategy. When I'm looking at TikTok and I want to be on every platform, what's the strategy just for the TikTok video?
Yeah, I mean, TikTok videos, I like to go TikTok first because every platform has got its own little bit, I would say culture, but more like a vibe style to it. But to be honest, like I focus on TikTok because it's just our users are heavily TikTok users, TikTok creators, and TikTok is kind of one of the original vertical platforms, and our tool serves that audience, so we focus there first. But honestly, it doesn't matter. Focus where your audience is, because the video, like you said, once you have the short 60 seconds, you let Repurpose push it out everywhere. Push it out to TikTok, to Twitter, to LinkedIn, to Facebook Reels, to Instagram Reels, to YouTube Shorts. Those are like, the two Reels, the Twitter, the LinkedIn, TikTok, and YouTube Shorts. Those are there's no reason not to do it because it's literally automated. There's nothing to do on your side besides set up the initial software, like repurpose connections so that you can make it happen. So you might get like, several hundred views on one platform. You might get maybe 10, 20 here. You might get 30 here. But just the fact that you're publishing, the fact that you're everywhere on every platform, it's just you're building your presence. I get people all the time saying, oh man, I see you everywhere. I see, how do you do it? I'm not doing it. My tool is doing it. So it's important. It's important not to get obsessed with the numbers. Like, oh, I got 1,000 views here, but I only got maybe 20 or 30 here. But you're building up your library. You're building up a YouTube channel out of nothing without any extra work. So you're building omnipresence across platforms. And that's really important because you don't know where someone's going to find you. Maybe, your next client can come from YouTube. They don't even like TikTok, or they don't even use Instagram, but they're on YouTube. So if you're not on YouTube Shorts, you won't get discovered. So the fact that it's automated almost gives you no reason not to do it. And there's no downside to it. It's automated, and it's not expensive either.
No, it's not expensive because I paid for it and I like to watch my pennies, right? And you're on my renewal list. And so we're going to re-up again. So the platform that I was thinking about that I had to go search this, wave.video/calendar tells you what every single day of the year is.
Cool.
So a person can go over there and find out what today is. They could then run over to one of the AI platforms, tell me how to talk about this subject, right? Make the video, start on TikTok. Even they could start on Instagram, pick a platform, and then syndicate it. Now, something you just stated, omnipresent. So I had interviewed a young gentleman, and he stated that it is arrogant of us to believe that just because we create the content, the perception is that everyone sees it. It is our responsibility as content creators to ensure that we are disseminating and sharing that content multiple ways, right? And then even in different times. So you might have created something last year. We're often reminded on all of these platforms about what we posted last year, the year before last. You can pull that valuable piece of content from a couple of years ago, if it is still valuable today, and take that and automate it and start all over from scratch because you get to download it, right? And so if it was a holiday, a previous holiday, and you know that you created this bomb Christmas video, right? Then bring it back to life and share it again. Don't make the assumption that just because you create something that everyone is going to see it, and then casting that very wide net. Earlier, we talked about a little bit about AI and the fact that your platform is automation. Well, with AI coming out, is there anything that you're working on? What do you foresee in the near future?
Oh,
Yeah, it's a lot going on, right? It's a
oh.
lot going on.
It's a great time to be alive. I mean, I don't know. I'm a geek this way. I love
Woo!
it. I'm like, this is like I'm a kid in a playground. Like we have so many resources, tools, and ideas to make your life as a content creator easier by integrating it into our platform because you're already in the platform. It's already taking your videos and distributing it. Like, what else can we do? So we have so much kind of in the R&D experimental phase, but we did release our first AI feature, which is basically, for example, when you take a TikTok video and you put it to Reels or vice versa, we have the caption. We pull in the caption, the text from your Instagram reel. Well, now we have a button where you can click it and then we can just respin it into just a little more engaging social media post with hashtags for your destination. So like I'll take your Reels caption, we can click a button, AI button, and we'll just change it into something that's a little different. So you're not like saying the same words on every platform. Not the words in your video. I mean the caption, the text that goes with the video. Respin it and then give you different hashtags that would work on TikTok. Then when you're posting to Twitter, you can make it respin the text and change it into something a little different and give you the the Twitter hashtag. So we have a one AI button already in there inside our software. And that's one of many that's coming. Like we're having a lot of ideas in terms of how to take long video and automatically recommend clips for you. We're looking at, more advanced transcription and translations. Like if you're entering different languages, if maybe English is not your primary language, so we can make videos and then even dub your voice into a different, like there's so much great, my mind explodes. I get so excited. So yeah, we're R&Ding a lot of things with AI, even music. Sometimes music is an issue. If you're taking an Instagram reel that has some like copyright music and you put it on YouTube, sometimes YouTube doesn't like that one. So we're looking at ways to like just get rid of the music, but not your voice. Like keep your voice, but get rid of the background music. So there's just so many tools or so many, problems that creators have that we're trying to solve with AI. So this year is an exciting year for us. Well, for me, I'm excited because I'm a geek this way. I love solving problems, and now we have these powerful tools to help us make your life easier.
So I have never in my entire life had so much fun learning. The last 3-4 months have been like magical to me because I didn't have early access to these tools. I got access on December the 1st, right? I can barely sleep. I am up. And it's kind of funny how the body readjusts, but there were a couple of things that you mentioned. Instantly, when you said hit that like repurpose button, I thought about Quillbot for people who use AI that then it kind of paraphrase and changes what is being said. So love that feature. The translate, especially now, since we even have Canva, right? Last week they revealed their translate platform, and I made my first translation post where it was English at the top, Spanish at the bottom. Yes. My videos have been repurposed 2 different ways. I have the initial video, then I have a video of me with a Spanish voice over it with English sub captions. And then I have the video of me talking with the Spanish sub captions in the translate. So think about this. You're providing information in a global society. And it lets people know that you're receptive to the differences is how I'm viewing my translation. I don't speak Spanish, but I know that the Spanish speaker is the fastest growing real estate sector here in the US. And then you said voice dub. I've been using the term deep fake only because it's on every Law and Order, SWAT TV show. Everybody got a deep fake. So they're bringing in that voice dub so that when, let's say, you come in with written words, you can take the words and you can do a text to audio and it'll sound just like you.
Yeah.
Oh, that's a lot. And that's just you getting started.
Yeah, it's so like you said, it's so exciting. We have so many tools in our toolbox right now to really solve problems that were not impossible, but extremely difficult to solve. And I feel like Repurpose is a great place to incorporate all these things because you're in there. We're taking your videos from one platform, we're spinning it up to other videos, we're pushing it out to other platforms. Why not translate it for you and put the subtitles in different language for you, or remove the music, or there's so many possibilities in this. It's exciting. I mean, the challenge is, what do we do first? Like once we do some experimentation, like, what do we do first? What do we do? There's so much we want to do. Plus new platforms are coming out. I mean, the good news is one thing we implemented a year ago is we have this idea board right inside the app. So on the top right, you can just click the little bell icon. And if you have an idea, you can request it. Hey, I'd love to see this. And then other users will see it and they can upvote. Yeah, I like this idea. So we use that user customer feedback to help us drive, like, what do we build next? Like 100 people want to see Snapchat. Okay, then let's work on Snapchat. That's what people want. So I have a vision, the team has a vision, but also we're heavily influenced by what the users want. And I wish we had thousands of people coding because we would release everything right now because it's so exciting. But we do it in phases and as fast as we can.
So I'm often telling real estate professionals, right, because everybody wants someone to do their social media for them. And I told them the only way you should ever allow someone to do your social media for you is if you are sending them a video. The reason is because now your voice and your face is attached to every piece of content, including your tone, right? But now what I'm hearing, for the low price of an annual subscription, that they can still create that one piece of video content, but you come over to repurpose.io, you put that one piece of content there, and then you schedule it out to automate. But here's the joy. It's not like you're scheduling and you have to come back and reschedule. You're going to set up that automation. So what you have to then do is be committed to just one platform, creating video content, because you can take that one piece of video and send it to so many different places. It still comes back to creating video content. Yes. So your face, your voice, your tone is going to hit all these different platforms. And here's the joy of that. When I'm out in Chicago, people know my face if they watch my videos, but I have a podcast. So everybody doesn't see my face, right? But I am out in places and people come and introduce themselves to me because they know my voice.
Nice.
Because they know my voice. And that is why I want my voice to be everywhere. Now, here's how you have to be careful with this. The reason I always smile, especially when I leave out of my house, is because once you create this visibility or this audio attraction, right? People are going to walk up to you and you cannot act as if they've aggravated you or interrupted you. So I always make sure that I get an attitude adjustment when I leave the house, because someone I don't know is going to say something to me. And I still need to be that person that they watched in the video or heard on the podcast.
Yeah.
Now, you even have the ability What is your audio? What is your podcast? How are you telling people to share that content when it comes to repurpose.io?
Yeah, there's actually, you can go two ways with it. If you're doing a video interview like we're doing now, you can have Repurpose turn that into an audio for you, put an intro, outro, and push that out to either your Dropbox, Google Drive, or we've integrated a few podcasting platforms like Libsyn and Captivate, and we're going to add a few more. That's one way. So if you're already doing video, we can turn it to an audio for you. And then we can go the other way around. So if you're already doing audio content, you got a podcast, it's live on Google Podcasts, Apple Podcasts, Spotify, etc. You hook your podcast to our platform. You don't change your provider. You just kind of copy and paste the link to your podcast, and then you can have it make videos out of your audios, like little clips that you can share on social media. So if you don't have a video version, if you're not recording by video, you can still create video for social media. I mean, I always recommend doing a video just because video is just so much more powerful. Even if you like, the audio component is very important, but having people see you on other channels, like you can reuse this obviously on YouTube, on Facebook, etc. It's important to have a video. But if you're not comfortable on video, you just want to do audio interviews, you still have an opportunity to push the audios into little videos with some moving waves, so something captivating, and share that out on social media.
So, guys, the possibilities are almost endless right now, but with the infusion of AI, then if you are on the platform, you can upvote that. I want you to let everyone know, how can they get started today with repurpose.io to increase their return on investment, their return on time investment, and to create a omnipresence for themselves?
Yeah, if you can check it out, you can try it for free actually at repurpose.io. Yeah, try it for free, publish 10 videos, kind of get a feel for it. And honestly, it's really inexpensive. It's under $1 a day, to be honest with you. It's cheaper than the coffee that I bought today. The amount of coffee that I bought from Starbucks today, this week, it's already paid for itself in the price. So it's under $1 a day. But before you commit to anything, you can publish 10 videos for free and really feel how it works. And another feature that's really important, I think, that's not really a feature, it's just kind of a way of using it, is a way to back up your content. That's something I don't talk about a lot or enough, especially now you're hearing about this may getting banned and maybe this platform getting banned. What if you lose all your content? Or what if your account gets shut down? Like, what if YouTube says, you know what, I don't like you. I don't like what you're saying. You're done. You've lost all your YouTube videos. So you can set up an automation to automatically, every time you put a new video, automatically send a copy to Google Drive or to your Dropbox, so that you have your own copy without any watermarks from any platform. Could be a YouTube, could be a TikTok, could be your Reels. You have a backup copy, not only new videos, but also your existing 100,000 videos. You can just set up an automation, just start sending all those videos without any watermarks. Because if you download your own Instagrams, they put their watermark on it. If you download your own TikToks, they put the watermark. But our platform gets it without the watermark. And it's really important to have a backup copy somewhere in your control. So you can also set up that automation within Repurpose. So whatever is your go-to platform, make sure you do have a backup copy, because you never know. Like, I know you have it on your phone sometimes, but you switch phones, something happens. You want to have a physical copy on Google Drive, Dropbox, or your favorite kind of drive sharing software.
You know what? I have my content actually through an automation, right? Sync to Google folder, a Google folder, and then also the Dropbox. And here's the reason why. Numerous years ago, I woke up one morning and I could smell like burning plastic.
Oh, no.
And it was because my laptop had burned internally. I couldn't get anything off of it, right? Now, here was the joy. I was already backing up my content at the point in which my computer burned itself up, right? And I wasn't even mad. Like, you know how normally you would get upset? I'm like, oh, I have all my content. And the cost of the computer versus the content is nothing, right? And I gladly went in the store, purchased a new computer, but all I was thankful that I had backed all of my content up. And so no one wants to create video content and not have access to it. And there are threats of platforms not being able to be utilized or accessed anymore. We both know that over the years, every platform, look, if we go back to, I started using social and things of that nature around 2005, they no longer exist.
Mhm.
And so backing your content up is very important, because now with us repurposing our archives, we can come back and repurpose that content in the future for ways that we don't even know we can repurpose it today. I want to thank you for coming on, for sharing repurpose.io. It is one of my top 10 tools. I want you to know that. So go over to repurpose.io. You can do multiple videos for free. I believe that or multiple pieces of content. I believe that you are going to be hooked, and that it can essentially become your social media manager, because all you're going to do is pick that one platform to create content on, and then set up your automations, and they will continue to run. And if by any chance it doesn't run, it will send you an email to let you know that you need to come and check your automations. Go over and check out repurpose.io. Thank you for being here with us today, Hani. We appreciate it.
My pleasure. Thank you for having me.